Hey, happy Saturday. It's a little after 10 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm at the little thrift store. I just left there. I dropped off some stuff. I dropped off a bag of jewelry from our last round of bulk jewelry review. I had a big old bag and I took it in there. And I did a little shopping. I didn't find a whole lot, but I don't need a whole lot. So I try not to buy stuff unless I really, really like it. Look at this top. I really like this. It's kind of hard to see, but it has that scoop, kind of a cowl neck to it. I just love the colors and the pattern. Look at that. I just thought that was really pretty. This was $3. Who made this? Oh, we don't know. It looks like somebody pulled the tag out of it, but it's really pretty. I thought this looked nice. It almost looks like rock, like, you know, you cut into some rock somewhere and it has all the little striations in it and everything. I thought that was cool. And I got this really pretty dark purple top. How does it work? Hold on a minute, I broke it. Oh, no. I think this goes in I broke the damn shirt. What did I do? It's one of these shirts that has multiple steps to it. Does this go in the front? This goes in the front. All right, I got it. Isn't this pretty? I really love the color, and it has this little accent piece over here on the side, you know. It's from Premier Studio, and I spotted the color, and I just really love this color. It's so pretty. It's like eggplant, I guess. Little short sleeve knit top. This was also $3. Really cute. Of course, I would wear something over it because if I wore it to work, I would freeze to death because I work in a damn meat locker. I think it is always so cold in my office. It doesn't matter. It could be the middle of summer and it is just freaking cold in there. And I bought a pair of shorts. Now, I don't need any shorts, but I like these little shorts. I love shorts like this. They were also $3. Just some little shorts. They have, damn it, the pockets are fake. Are the pockets fake? Oh, no, they're not. They just have a stitch in them, but you can take the stitch out. They're not fake. They're real pockets. We got real pockets. Why would you not take that stitch out? Oh, I'm totally taking the stitch out because I need at least one pocket back here. But I thought they were really cute. They have little rivets, so they're extra durable, so I can go out and rustle cattle and my pants won't fall apart. Thank God. They're from Gloria Vanderbilt. Remember back when Gloria Vanderbilt was the shit? Like back in the 80s? All of a sudden, she just popped up out of nowhere. Oh my God, to have a pair of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans was, you know, that was the height of fashion in the 80s, like the early to mid 80s. Oh heavens, yes. And you couldn't get them just anywhere. You couldn't go to Walmart and get Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. No goodness, you had to go to the department store. What were some of the other brands from the 80s? We had Gloria Vanderbilt, Esprit, Gitano. I may be saying that wrong. Gitano. There was Venezia, something like that. Sergio Valentes. Oh yes. Cheryl Tiegs. Didn't she have a clothing line with Sears or something? Yeah, whatever happened to her? She just, after the 80s, man, she just kind of disappeared. It's like Kurt Cobain just buried her in a ravine somewhere. Like, the 90s came along and she just ceased to be. I don't know. Anyway, it's crowded in there because they just opened. But it just worked out that I got here right when they opened. So now, I think I'm going to go to Aldi and get some groceries. I'm thinking about maybe trying to go make a video somewhere around town today. See, there was something I thought was this Saturday. There was something I want to go do and something I want to go make a video of, but it's actually not this Saturday. I got the wrong Saturday. I was thinking it was today. I'm glad I double checked because it was not today and I would have traveled out there for nothing. But yeah, so basically I was planning on not being available today, but now I am, so it's like, what am I going to do? I didn't have anything else planned because I was planning on going somewhere else to attend a thing and make a video possibly, but it's not today, so I don't know. I've got some yard work I need to do. I took the last 2 days off work because I had appointments and stuff, and I haven't had any time off in a while, so I just took Thursday and Friday off work just to burn up some vacation time and not go to work for a couple days. It was nice. It was nice, although last night was weird because I was taking a shower and I kept thinking it was Saturday night because I was already planning my Sunday, and I'm going, wait a minute, it's not Saturday, it's Friday. I had a 4-day weekend this weekend. Yay. So what am I doing? I don't know. I got some yard work I want to do, but I don't want to get out while the sun's bearing down on me. I'll do it later in the evening. Yeah. Crazy lady has been MIA. I don't know where she is. I heard her out there screaming the night, what was it, Thursday night? Thursday night, I was making the bulk jewelry video, and about halfway through I started hearing her screaming, and I don't think you can hear it in the video, but I just kept going because it sounded like she was further down the street. She wasn't super close by. So but yeah, I heard her out there screaming for about 10 minutes, but she sounded kind of far away, but it was definitely her. I haven't seen or heard her since then, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm still working on something with her, but it's not going, it's slow going, I'll just say that. But, yeah, other than that, I mean, she's been kind of quiet. There was one night this week she was out there yelling. I forget, maybe it was like Tuesday night. She was out there yelling. And, I don't know. But it's been relatively quiet so far this weekend. Of course, it's only Saturday morning, so who knows. Yeah. But I'm going to go get groceries. I think I'm going to get groceries. I don't really... Is there anything I could tell you? Nothing really happened this week. It's been kind of quiet. It's been sort of uneventful. Which is fine. I don't really have a problem with it being uneventful. Do I have anything coming up? Well, tomorrow's Mother's Day. My older son is going to take me out to eat wherever I want to go, but we keep talking about where I want to go, and my kids don't want to go where I want to go. Because Mother's Day apparently is all about them. And but he's going to take me out to eat at some point. We don't ever do anything. We don't ever try to go out to eat on Mother's Day, because no matter where you go, you could go try to have gas station tacos and it would be crowded and you'd have to have a reservation. So we don't ever try to do anything on the day because it is just too crowded everywhere. So we don't do that. I don't know when we're going to go. I want to go to Ichiban. Now, Ichiban is this buffet thing here in town. It always looks like it's not, how do you describe it? Like, my kids don't like going there. They said it looks like you should see a roach somewhere. I mean, but you don't. I mean, you never do. I said, but I've never seen a roach, but you could. It looks like there's potential. I love Ichiban. I love going there because no matter what kind of food you want, they have it. And it's always good. Every time I get my kids to go, I basically have to force them to go. They love it. They always have a good time. They have a nice meal. And they say they're glad they came. But then when I bring it up later, they're like, oh, I don't want to go there. My younger son calls it Itchy Bum. I'm not going to Itchy Bum. I love Ichiban. I just can't get anybody to go with me to Ichiban. I don't want to go by myself, but I don't have anybody in my life that wants to go. Glenda the Good Witch would go, but he's always busy. We hardly ever go sit down for a meal. We did go see the Back to the Future musical Wednesday night. We went to that. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. We went to the Tanger Center here in Greensboro, and I'd never been there before. It was my first time. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I saw the DeLorean out front, and I just kind of went a little bonkers because I just love that. I love that trilogy so much. I actually rewatched the whole thing yesterday while I was off work because I had an HVAC guy at my house. I also had a mobile mechanic at my house putting new shocks and struts on my car. So I was kind of stuck at the house. I couldn't really go anywhere. And the HVAC guy ended up being there a lot longer than I thought he would, because he ended up having to do more than I thought he was going to have to do. So I just kept watching TV. Like I got through the first 2 movies, and then I watched the third one last night. And I know pretty much every line of dialogue from all 3 of those movies because I've seen them so many times. I saw all 3 of them when they came out in the theaters originally and loved them. Although I will admit, the first time I saw the third one, I really didn't like it. I thought it was corny and I didn't like it. But it has definitely grown on me since then. I like it now. But, so we did go see the musical. It was great. It was a lot of fun. And I am not a big musical person. They're okay. Musicals are okay. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it was good. It was really good. The sets and everything and the actors and everybody, they were all really good. I mean, it's a really great production. I really enjoyed it. It was cool. It was really cool. It's hard to describe, but it was really great. I'd say it's worth going to see if you're a Back to the Future fan. And, you know, it's traveling the country right now. I think it's going to Greenville, South Carolina next, and then it's going to Durham, I think, and then Knoxville, Tennessee. So it's traveling around in this area. Really good. It was really good. We thoroughly enjoyed it. So we did do that. And we had a nice meal at the Tanger Center before the show. You can pay to have, like, I think they call it Prelude Dining. It was really good. The food was fantastic. So we did enjoy that. We always get together on Wednesday nights. We'll go get food somewhere, and then we come back to my house, and we will watch episodes of Modern Family. That's what we're doing right now. We're on Modern Family. We went through Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul was the last series we watched. Now we're watching Modern Family. And I have all of the episodes of Weeds on DVD, so maybe we'll get into that next. I don't know. So we had a good time. It was really great. If you want to see, I have a video. They had one of the DeLoreans out front in front of the Tanger Center loading it into Doc Brown's trailer. I have a video of that on my Instagram if you want to see that. Just look for Southern ASMR Sounds and you will hear me just like geeking out over this car and the trailer and everything. Oh my God. Yeah. And I had pictures of the DeLorean on there and stuff. So yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I think there was something else I was going to tell you, and I'd sidetracked myself. Anyway, Glenda the Good Witch would go with me to Ichiban, but usually we just end up, like, we'll just pick up food somewhere and go back to my house and watch the show. So we don't, like, it's rare that we go sit down in a place and eat. You know, we just don't do that. He would go to Ichiban if I asked. He likes Ichiban, and his kids like Ichiban. He has 3 boys, and they love Ichiban too. My kids don't like it, but you know, to be fair, my kids don't really want to go to any restaurant. It is like pulling teeth to get them to go eat in a restaurant. They don't want to do it. They want me to just go pick up food and bring it home, and then they just eat it at home. They don't want to go sit down in a restaurant and eat. Which honestly has saved me a lot of money, because I'm looking at it like, well, I'm not going to a restaurant if we're not going to eat there. I'm not picking up food there. I will just make something at home and you can just eat that. So it saved me a lot of money on going out to eat, I guess. But I wish they would go occasionally, but they don't. I don't know. It sucks. I didn't anticipate that. But neither one of my kids likes going to restaurants. But my older son is taking me out to eat for Mother's Day at some point, whenever we get around to it. I don't know if we're going to Ichiban or not. I'm kind of thinking about going to Southern Roots, because that's my favorite restaurant. Now, that is in Jamestown, and they have fantastic food. Oh my God, it's so good. Southern Roots, oh God, if you're ever in this part of the state and it's dinner time or even lunchtime, you have to check their hours. I'm not exactly sure what hours they're open. I don't think they're open on Mondays, though. Is it Mondays? I think Mondays they're not open. Or if you like barbecue, well, honestly, if you like barbecue, I would get the barbecue. I'd get the pulled pork plate at Southern Roots. That's what I always get. I get the pulled pork plate with cheesy grits and sweet potato fries. That's what I always get. You get a little side of coleslaw that is just the best coleslaw you ever had in your life. It's just a little cup of it. It's like this big. It is so damn good. And I love that they only give you like a shot glass of coleslaw, because that's all I ever want anyway. I don't want a whole bunch of coleslaw. Just a little bit, just a couple bites, and I'm good. I don't want a whole bunch. But they give you this little thing of coleslaw with your pulled pork plate. I guess to put on your pulled pork if you want to. I don't put it on there. I just eat it right out of the little plastic shot glass thing. God, it's so good. People out here selling flowers. Oh, they're pretty. They're selling flowers over here on the corner, you know, because Mother's Day is tomorrow. Y'all, Mother's Day is tomorrow. I say this with all the love in my heart. If you are not ready for Mother's Day, get your shit together. Do something nice for your mama or your grandma or the person who's like a mother to you. Do something nice. Come on now. They help you out and do nice things for you all year. They're there for you all the time. Do something nice for your mama. If you know, don't be a slacker. Don't wait until Mother's Day to start planning what you're going to do. You know, show her that you care. I promise she will remember, and it will mean a lot to her. Just, you know, it would mean a lot to her. And whether she says it or not, where the hell are you going? Okay, well, just drive on the wrong side of the road. Damn it, what was I saying? I can't get into Aldi. Where are all these people? Where are all these people coming from? They're like turtles. They're always going somewhere. I don't know where the hell they're going. I'm going. I'm sick of sitting here. You can't do that. All right. Somebody asked me in the comments section if my accent's real. Ride around with me for a little while. If I'm faking it, I've been faking it for a long time. Woo! I don't know what kind of accent I would have if I didn't have this one. I just feel like it would just be wrong. If I had some other accent, it just wouldn't suit me. Whew. What was I saying? Yes, Mother's Day is tomorrow. If you're in the USA, it is tomorrow. It is this weekend. I know you're thinking it's next weekend. No, it's this weekend. And if you don't have a great relationship with your mom, I can relate. You're not alone. I don't have a relationship with my mom anymore. And I know people have different opinions on that. And I respect your opinion. With all due respect, you don't know my situation. And sometimes if you don't know somebody's situation, it's best to just keep your opinion to yourself. You're within your rights to express your opinion, but do understand that sometimes you may not know as much as you think you do about the situation. It was Mother's Day, a number of years ago, that made me first start to question my relationship with my mom. And I'm saying this for people out there who may have strained or non-existent relationships with their mothers for any number of reasons. First of all, if you have a good relationship with your mom, that's awesome, and I hope that you appreciate that, and I hope you don't take that for granted, because a lot of people don't have that. Cherish that, treat your mom right. If you have a good relationship with her, treat her right. Be nice to your mom. Do things for her. Talk to her. Call her up, Just be grateful, because a lot of people don't have that. My mom and I, and she will say this, if you were to ask my mom point blank, do you love your daughter? I will bet every penny in my bank account I know what she would say. Because she's said this before. We're just so different. She's so different. She's so difficult. We're just different. She won't answer the question with a yes or no. She'll just say, we are so different. And that to her is a suitable answer to that question. And there's nothing more that needs to be said. That kind of sums up our relationship, or lack thereof. She and I don't know. Just because someone gave birth to you or caused your creation somehow doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to go well between you. You know, and a lot of people don't seem to understand that. That's your mom. That's your dad. You know, that's your grandma. That's your grandpa. That's your brother. That's your sister. Just because they're close family does not necessarily mean that things are going to be good. Or that, you know, oh, it's nothing that a hug and a good talk won't fix. Yeah, like we hadn't thought of that. Did you really think we haven't tried that? I tried for years to have a relationship with my mom. I did. I bent over backwards. I would bite my tongue when she would say things. Just let it go. Maybe if I try a little harder, maybe if I can just do a little more, we will have this relationship that I've always wanted, but we never had. And then one day, I don't know, I just kind of wised up. Like, this is never going to happen, is it? The process was slow, and then it was all at once. Like, it took me a long time to get there, and then it was like, bam, I was there. Like, this is never going to happen. And one of those moments right before that, I was standing in Walmart, and this was like a week or two before Mother's Day, and I was looking at the cards. Do you have strained relationships with anyone that you have to buy cards for? Do you know what I'm talking about? So you go in to look at these cards, especially Mother's Day. Those are really sappy. Oh, Mom. So I'm reading these cards and I have to get my mom a card. I have this sense of obligation. I didn't really want to send her a card because I knew it would just go in the trash. But I thought, I have to get her a card. I got to check off this box. I have to send her a card for Mother's Day. So I'm picking up these cards, and every one I pick up, it's like, oh, Mom, you're so great. You do so much. Nope. Oh, Mom, you're my best friend. Nope. Oh, Mom, you show so much love every day. Nope. Like, I cannot buy these cards. I cannot do it. I can't. It's disingenuous. It's inaccurate. It's not. No, I can't buy any of these cards. Shit, I gotta send her a card. Do you have one that's just blank? Like, can I just have a blank card? So I went and looked at the blank cards, and I almost got one of those, but I found, so in the Mother's Day section, down at the very bottom, check the bottom row. Sometimes they will have the cheap cards, like the 98-cent cards down there. I didn't look at those. Let me look at these really quick. Let's see what these look like. And I picked up this one. And on the front, it just had a generic, watercolor looking picture of some flowers on it. And it said, it's Mother's Day. And you open it up and it says, Happy Mother's Day. And that was it. Like, that's for me. I need to buy every one of these cards. And I will, but there are like 5 or 6 of them. I'm going to buy all of them. They're only 98 cents each. I'll buy them all and I'll send her one every year. And she won't notice because she doesn't really look at them anyway. They go in the trash. So I could just keep sending her the same card every year and she wouldn't notice anyhow. And I could check off this box for several years in one fell swoop. Hell yeah. And then I had this horrible moment of just sadness, like, this is sad. This really sucks. And that was the first time I started to wonder that, maybe my relationship with her is not that great. Maybe it's not. Do other people experience this? Obviously other people are buying these cards. Huh. Yeah, maybe that's not normal. Maybe that's not healthy. I did get that card, and yeah, I went in the trash, I'm sure. I don't know. Of course, she never acknowledged anything I sent her, or no. If anything, there would be a comparison to whatever my brother sent. Now, my brother's stuff would be proudly displayed, whatever card or whatever he did. She's fond of comparing me to him because he is her golden child. And he's a great person. Nothing wrong with him at all. He actually is awesome. But she was kind of fond of indirectly, discreetly comparing me to him. Like, he is so amazing and you're just kind of, whatever I do, it's just kind of, Anyway, do you know what your brother's doing right now? Oh, it's amazing. Let me tell you all about it in the next 3 hours. I don't care what's going on with you. Shut up. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of what I was treated to for most of my adult life. Which he is amazing. Objectively, he is. He is really something. I have no beef with him at all. We're not close. We've never been close. He went and joined the Navy out of nowhere when I was 13. He left home. I was 13 years old when he left home, and he was gone. He didn't live anywhere near us after that for over 30 years. And he very rarely came for a visit. I almost never saw him, and we weren't close before that. So we've just never been close. We don't have any beef that I'm aware of. We've just never been close. But he and my mom have always had, I wouldn't even say their relationship was close, but their relationship was more of a relationship than anything I've ever had. So Mother's Day doesn't bother me. I just usually will just take the day and do whatever I want to do, whatever that looks like. I will just do whatever I like. Usually it's just a typical Sunday. I don't really do anything that different. I don't send her anything anymore. I don't do anything for her. And she's fine with that. I promise you she's fine with it. She always told me she didn't have to wish me Happy Mother's Day. And she never did. She never wished me Happy Mother's Day. She said, I don't have to wish you Happy Mother's Day. You're not my mom. My mother has passed away. And I would wish her Happy Mother's Day, but she's not here. You are not my mother, so I don't have to wish you Happy Mother's Day. She never sent me a card or never even uttered the words to me, Happy Mother's Day. No, I don't have to. You're not my mother. That's what she would say. She's just a very distant person. She likes to keep you at arm's length. Like, you stay here. Don't get any closer than that. Okay? And so if you have a strained relationship with a parent or a sibling or anything, I get it. And it can feel very lonely and isolating. You may feel like you're the only one. You're definitely not. There are a lot of people. They may not talk about it. I'll talk about it because I feel like somebody should. I wish I could have had a relationship with her. I tried for at least 20 years, I'd say, to have a relationship with her, and it's just never going to happen. I finally accepted that. I left it up to her. I said, if you want to see me or my kids, she also has no interest in my children either. She would get very annoyed when I brought them to her house. She asked me to stop bringing both of them at the same time. Like, can you just bring one at a time? Because they're very noisy. They were not noisy. No more than a regular kid would be, but she just doesn't like children or noise or really anything other than her cats. She loves her cats. That's about it. Her cats and her books and her BBC America. As long as she has BBC America and her cats and her books, everybody else can just go piss off. She doesn't care about anyone else. Genuinely, she doesn't care. And she will openly say that. She will openly tell you she hates people. I hate people. I hate it when they come to my house. She will tell you that while you're visiting her. Yeah, should we just go? No, you're already here now. You might as well stay. Yeah, I forget where I was going with that, but don't feel like you're the only one. You're definitely not. And I know I've read a couple of articles about, some people have talked about the fact that younger generations are going no contact with their children and how it's, a real problem. Why is this happening? I think it's complicated. I don't think there's just one reason for it. And I don't know. I don't know everybody's situation. I don't know why other people did it. I just got tired of being treated like a pest. I don't go where I'm not wanted, is what I will say. I don't go where I am not wanted. I left it up to her. I never went no contact with her. Absolutely not. But I left it up to her. And I said, if you want to see me or the kids or talk to us on the phone, I'm always here. Just let me know. That was 5 years ago. I haven't heard from her. That year, that was 2020. That was in May of 2020. So it was 5 years ago this month. that I told her that. There was no drama, no big blow up, but she was blasting me on Facebook about something about, you don't understand how hard my life was when you were a kid. Like, Mom, this is not the place for this. And anyway, so it was a whole thing. So I just told her, if you want to see us or talk to us, me or my kids, let me know. We're here. You know how to reach us. The only time I've heard from her since then was the night before my birthday in 2020. She sent me an email, and it just said, well, I guess you're still mad at me. Oh, well, happy birthday. And that was the first time she had acknowledged my birthday in like 3 or 4 years. She never acknowledged my children's birthdays. She never got it. She didn't get them anything for Christmas. She didn't do anything for their birthdays. She did absolutely nothing. And same for me. She never even would say happy birthday to me on Facebook. And I know damn well she lived on Facebook and was reminded, and she just didn't do it. It's hard. It's a weird situation to be in, because in our society, that just does not compute for a lot of people. What do you mean you don't have a relationship with your mother? That's your mother. You're going to be sad when she's gone. Have you heard that? I've heard that. You're going to be sad when she passes away. How will I feel when she passes away? I don't know. I won't know till I get there. I've made peace with a lot of things about my relationship with her. I have. It's taken me a while to get here, but I'm pretty much there. You know, I have grieved the relationship that she and I never had, never will have. It will never be. I have grieved that. You know, she could see us or talk to us at any point. No one has told me that she has any interest in doing so. I haven't heard from her at all. The fact that my whole family has been quiet on the matter makes me, well, I know she has said pretty unsavory things about me to other family members. She finds me to be self-centered. I'm self-centered. I'm vain. I don't care about anyone. I am only concerned with how I look and how things are going for me personally. And she finds me to be shallow and just basically, in general, just very distasteful, vulgar, even rude. So I don't expect to hear from her. And I really think she's glad that I gave her the option of not speaking to me anymore if she didn't want to. I don't think she particularly enjoyed it when we would go visit her, even though we would plan them in advance around her schedule. She just had no interest in seeing us or talking to us. And I'm talking about me and my kids. She really had no interest in it. And it was always obvious that we were bothering her, and she would rather that we just leave. So I always tried to keep the visits relatively short so we wouldn't bother her very much. But yeah, she didn't want us there. I mean, it was obvious every time we went. And my kids got to where they didn't want to go because she would just ignore them. She wouldn't even speak to them unless I made her speak to them. She would not say a word to them. It was just really uncomfortable. So if Mother's Day is hard for you, or Father's Day, or, you know, like if there's a certain anniversary day or a birthday date or something, you're not alone. There are a lot of people, whether they talk about it or not, there are a lot of people out there going through the same thing. And my advice to you, so if you're dealing with this, you might say, well, what do I do? Try your best with this person. And you have to decide what your best is. It's subjective. And I got there with my mom. I felt like I tried everything I could. I tried talking to her. I tried helping her with stuff. I tried doing everything I could think of, trying to explain to her how I feel. And she would just shut down. Like, anything I said to her, she would just say, well, that's just further proof of how self-absorbed you are. You just don't care about anyone. I'm like, that doesn't even apply to what I just said to you. You're not hearing me. I just would like to have a relationship with you. Oh, we have a relationship. I'm your mom. That's not what I mean. It's not just a DNA test. I mean, No, I tried everything. I'm good. I don't have any regrets. I don't feel like there was any more I could have done or said with her. I don't. You have to figure that out for yourself. I can't, there's no formula for it. You have to figure out for yourself how to handle it sometimes. I will give you permission from my perspective. If you have a parent or really anyone in your life who is disrespectful to you, they're mean to you, they insult you, they put you down, they take you for granted, they take advantage of you, you are within your rights. I don't care if they're family or not. You are within your rights to distance yourself from that person. You don't owe them anything. You don't. I understand you can have this sense of obligation, and family members really can push it too. You have the sense of obligation. Oh, that's your mom. That's your dad. That does not give them the right to treat me like shit whenever they feel like it. It just doesn't. And I don't have to put up with it. And eventually I just reached a point where I said, I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I'm done. So like I say, it was gradual, and then it was all at once. Like, I'm done. I'm out. I cannot do this anymore. And I always kind of knew if I stopped trying, our relationship would just cease to be. And I was right, because there never was a relationship. It was completely one-sided. She never expressed any interest in seeing or talking to any of us, my kids or me. The only time I ever heard from her was when she needed me to do something for her or get something for her, which I would then do. And then she would complain that it wasn't what she wanted for some reason she did not explain previously. And then she would, more often than not, I'll just get your brother to handle it. He always knows what to do. This that you did, this is useless. I don't know what you expect me to do with this for this reason that I didn't tell you previously. I don't know why you thought that would work, even though it's exactly what I told you to do. That's useless. Now I've wasted who knows how much time. That's okay, though. Your brother can handle it. He knows what to do. I will get him to handle it because he always takes care of things. He's just so great. He's just wonderful. Anyway, thanks for nothing. So I got tired of that over and over and over again. And I just left it up to her. And then our relationship just ceased to exist. Completely ceased to exist. And that was 5 years ago. There's a dog over there. So do your best. But you have to look out for yourself too. You deserve better than to be treated like shit. I don't care if it's a family member or not. You do not deserve to be treated like garbage. Think about the way this person treats you. Would you treat anyone that way? I would not. And if it's treatment that you would not dole out on somebody else, you should not be tolerating it from anyone yourself. So you can go low contact. Nothing wrong with, whatever works for you, where maybe you don't see them as much or talk to them as much. Maybe just at family functions or whatever you have to do. Or you could just go no contact. You can explain it to them. You cannot explain it to them. It really depends on your situation and what you're comfortable with and what works for you. But I'm here to tell you that you're not alone if you're dealing with that. Just so you know. I've been pretty open about this in the past. I haven't talked about it in a while. Just because my mom is just not a part of my life, really. She's still alive out there somewhere, but no, she's not a part of my life anymore. Now, if she needed my help, would I help her? Yes, I absolutely would, because I do still have a sense of obligation to her because she is my mom. I would help, preferably from a distance, but I would step in and do whatever I could. If she needed anything, I would help her out. Absolutely, I would. Again, preferably from a distance, but because I don't want to hear anything she would have to say to me at this point. I've heard all I want to hear from her about what a distasteful and defective person I am. I've heard enough of that. My son is texting me. Yeah, I would help her out 100%. I sure would. No hesitation. I haven't heard from anyone that she has any desire to see me or my kids. So I think she's glad that the garbage finally took itself out. And I think she would literally describe it that way. She's not worried about me being gone. I promise you she's not. I think she's glad I finally gave her the option so she could just duck out and not deal with me anymore. Just because somebody gives birth to someone does not mean they give a shit about them. I saw that as a CPS investigator. I did Child Protective Services investigations for about a year when I was in my 20s. There are plenty of parents out there, I hate to say it, there are parents out there that have children they don't give two shits about. Mothers and fathers. They don't care. Just because you're a mom or a dad does not mean you give a damn about what you created. There are plenty of parents who don't. And unfortunately, a lot of these parents still have their children in the home, and those children are living in hell. And a lot of times there's nothing the state can do about it. Because the children are cared for, they're fed, they're clothed. Like, the state can't really do anything. The county can't do anything. Unfortunately, we can't get involved. But anyway, it's getting hot in here. If you have a mom and you love your mom and she's great and you have a good relationship, please appreciate her. Please do. Because a lot of people, like I'm saying, don't have that. Why are you stopping behind my car? What are you doing? Just going to the car next door. All right, I'm just watching you. Do something nice for your mom. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. At least call her up and tell her thank you for everything. I love you and I appreciate you. Because I promise it will make her day if you do that. Call her up and tell her that anyway. Hell, call her today. She's not expecting anything today. It would be even more of a surprise. So if you have a good relationship, please, please appreciate it. It's what I always wanted and never got. So if you have it, you hit the jackpot, man. You won the lottery. So appreciate it. Appreciate her. So thank you so much for watching and for being here. I did not mean to go off on a rant about moms, but tomorrow is Mother's Day. And it just occurred to me, yeah, I'm not doing anything for her because I don't do anything for her. And that's just my life. That's just the way it is. I have tried, sometimes you can look at people as an example, and sometimes you can look at people as a warning. You can look at people as what you don't want to be. I have tried to raise my children so that they will never feel that way, even for a second in my presence. I don't want them to ever think I don't care. I try to be there for them and do things for them. I'm trying to break a cycle, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Because my mom and her mother kind of had a similar relationship where there was just nothing between them at all. And when my grandmother died, my mom was just like, anyway. It's like she has no emotions. It's really weird. But when my grandmother died, it was like, well, anyway, got to plan a funeral. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm really sad. It's awful. Anyway, what are we doing? She didn't care. She didn't give two shits that her mother was dead. And father, same thing. She just, I don't know. It's like she has no emotions most of the time. I don't know that she can connect with people. It's like there's just no meaningful connection between her and anyone other than her cats. She loves her cats to death. She will express love to her cats, but not people. I've never thought I would be jealous of a cat, but like, I wish she would talk to me. I never said this to her, but because I knew it would just piss her off, and she would again call me self-centered. I wish she would talk to me the way you talk to your cats. Just once. I wish she would say to me the things you say to these cats. And I remember being 8 years old. You've hear the song Cats in the Cradle? I remember being 8 years old and hearing that song on the radio and hoping that my mom would listen to the lyrics. Like, do you hear the lyrics in this song? One day I'm going to be an adult and I'm going to be grown and doing my own thing, and you're not going to have time for me. Because she never had time for me. She never played with me. She didn't really interact with me much. She was always just telling me to go away, go play, go outside, don't you have something you can go do? Just basically get away from me. And I remember listening to the lyrics of Cats in the Cradle, and I was hoping that my mom would listen to those lyrics and it would mean something. It didn't, but I remember hearing that song and going, I really hope she's listening to this song. I hope she will take these lyrics to heart. Maybe something will change. This was when I was in elementary school, and it's always been this way. Nah, nothing ever changed. So I grew up and I went out on my own, and now I just live like my mother is deceased, but she's still alive, which is very weird. If you've been there, I feel for you. That is also very strange, to grieve someone who's still alive. So Mother's Day and Father's Day can be very complicated for emotions and stuff. But I'm here. I get it. You are not alone. And if you do have a good relationship, please let them know that you love them and you appreciate them. It will mean a lot to them, and they deserve it. If you have a good mom and a good dad, they deserve to hear that from you. And not just on the day, but, tell them throughout the year. Don't wait for a special day. Like I say, tell them now. They're not expecting it today. Tell them today and tomorrow. Tell them every day. Hell, if I had a relationship with that, like that with my mom, I'd be telling her every damn day. Because that's all I ever wanted, to be able to tell her and mean it. And I never could. And I never will. And that sucks. So if you have it, appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you're a mom, or you are like a mom to someone, happy Mother's Day to you. Woo! And I'll see you again soon.